Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I am doing an unboxing of the new Mauser M18 bolt action rifle made in Germany. So, good Morgen or guten Abend, whenever you are watching this, and here's what it looks like when you get one of these. Alright, we get the instruction manual, Mauser 18, nice colors, laminated pages, shiny nice, shows you all the normal stuff that the rifle has, features, all sorts of good stuff. Anyhow, alright, put that off to the side. We've got a little bag, looks like some swing swivels. Let's see if we can get that in focus. A couple of swing swivels, they look a little different. I'm kind of used to the Uncle Mike's and partial to those. Looks like these are... That's kind of interesting. You know, I would say they're cast, but they're done really well. And then they're zipping a hole through them and then tapping them. So, get a couple of those and a nice little machine screw. Goes with them. Gotta put those together so I don't lose them. Back in the bag you go. So, they are advertising this Mauser as the people's rifle. Funny, they kind of do that with all sorts of stuff, kind of like the Volkswagen and all sorts of other stuff like this. Here's the bolt. And this is honestly what drew me to this rifle in the first place. You can see dual extractors, nice claw extraction there. And the size of this bolt is pretty robust. This reminds me, and this is kind of a rare rifle. If any of you guys have had any experience with the SIG SHR bolt action, the bolt actually, at least the outer dimensions and the lugs, really remind me of that bolt and bolt design. The SIG SHR, as far as I remember, when I had one, did not have the dual extractors. So anyhow. These rifles are a synthetic stock. Oh, plastic junk. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Box can go that way. And because of the tri-lug design, you're going to have a 60-degree lug on your throw, so nice and low pro, so you can have a nice giant ocular lens on there, and this bolt's only coming out to your horizontal plane, really. As you can see back here, see if I can get this in focus, there is a little red indicator. That is actually most likely your firing pin also. Didn't do a lot of research on this rifle, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me. We're just going to go from one end to the other. It does look like it has an 11-degree crown on the muzzle. If we can get that to focus. Nope, don't want to focus. And the barrel profile is what I guess I would consider kind of a medium profile. It's not a heavy barrel, and it's definitely not a sporter barrel. This is a cold hammer forged barrel. It is not chrome line, not that we'd want that, or some people will, some people won't. Nice Mauser. That might be laser, I can't really tell. Looks nice though. Let's see if I can get, there we go. Nice little roll mark there. Mauser M18. You can see the bolt releases that same style of older Mausers, Tikka, Seiko, same type of deal. Hit that and it'll come right out. The magazine is removable. That is also polymer. Let's see. This magazine will do 7mm 0865 Creedmoor, which is what this one is in. Why? Because I don't have a 6.5 Creedmoor. I figured why not. 308 Winchester and 243 Winchester. This should hold 5+1 in the chamber. Trigger is plastic, so I guess that's kind of a knock. It kind of depends. When you look at the price you're paying for this rifle, it's kind of hard to call it a knock. There's your lock for the magazine. Front action screw, rear action screw. This is all a polymer, and then this right here, you can see this cut in right where your hand would hook in. This is more of a rubbery texture, kind of like, let's say if you got your Milwaukee hand drill, DeWalt hand drill, they've got the harder glass reinforced polymer on the casing, and then they'll have that rubberized texture, and that's what this is. So it's kind of nice and tactile to the touch. Front mount for your swing swivel, rear mount for your swing swivel. These also feature a little hidey hole back here in the stock. You'll notice the Mauser logo on each side. You push these in and you can remove that little hidey hole. Not a ton of room in here. You can see inside the stock, hold on, let me grab a flashlight so you can all actually see, is filled with excuse me, just had to cough there a little bit, styrofoam. So there's not a bunch of room in there, but there is certainly enough room where you could stuff, let's say, a bore snake, which is I believe how they advertise this, or maybe a couple rounds of ammo, compass, whatever you really would want to put back there. Nice squishy butt pad, harder rubber, but yeah, it's definitely will soak up some recoil. So you might be asking yourself, what kind of mount do you put on there? Do you have to find one for a Mauser? No, they actually had the foresight to take the footprint of a Remington long action and then duplicate that. So if you have a rail, if you want a 20 MOA taper, or whatever else, whatever kind of rail you wanted, Weaver, Picatinny, or if you just wanted this scope mounts like the STD, I want to say, from Leopold with the dovetails, those you would just be buying for a Remington long action, and they should go right on here, no problems at all. 3-position safety. So I'm all the way forward. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that that's fire. One back, I'm going to say that it probably locks your trigger out, but you can open your bolt. And then all the way back, which is going to be a great feature for the guys who hunt, and you're going to agree with me, because when you're walking through the brush, sometimes, yep, locks your bolt. Because that's actually happening one time when I did get to my stand and I was walking through a ton of brush, that my bolt was open once I did get to my stand. The bolt arm is steel, as is the bolt. The knob is a polymer, so not a lot unlike the Seiko bolt action as well. Anyhow, so you got 3 positions. The trigger does appear to be adjustable. Let's see if we can get that better to focus, please. Focus, focus. Looks like an Allen. Let's see if I can get some light on that situation. Yep. So if I can get this to focus, and nice to have a third arm. You can kind of see it in there. Allen head. Does not look like it came with anything, or it doesn't look like the Allen came with in the box. Let's check this out. Rifling. Let's see if I can do this. This is going to be a dance. I bet you I can't. Let's see if I can get it done. Oh, this is going to be a miracle, guys, I'm telling you. There we go. There's the rifling. It appears to be 6-land 6 groove, but it almost looks like there's a little groove inside of each one of the lands. So that's kind of an interesting rifling, if you ask me. Not polygonal by any means, but it is a conventional rifling, so you can shoot any kind of loads. Like, let's say you're loading up certain special loads for deer hunting, let's say, and you wanted some hard cast lead. It's all good. You can shoot them right through here. Ain't gonna make any difference. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Soft close, the safety on that, yeah. Another Mauser logo right here. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There we go. How does it feel? Length of pull is probably just a hair on the short side for me. I'm standing at 6'2". It's maybe just a hair short for a guy that's my length of arm, my height. The grip, the rear grip, it's kind of nice and wide right here, and then it gets kind of skinnier here. Feels just a little bit like a Savage Access. I'm not knocking the Savage Access. I think it's probably one of the best budget rifles out there. Although I am going to remind you guys that this rifle is coming in at $499 before shipping. So take that for what it is. I fired a lot of Mauser rifles, except for all the Mauser rifles that I've fired have been the older 98s and you know, derivatives of, and I love them. I love shooting them. The biggest deer I ever took was with a Mauser action. Really like the rifles. Love how accurate they are. You can get these rifles in a few different calibers. 222 Remington, 223 Remington. Those are a little hard to find. 243 Winchester, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 by 55. 270 Winchester, 308 Winchester, 30-06 Springfield, 8 by 57, 9.3 by 62. Then they have their Magnum calibers, which is 7mm Remington Magnum and 300 Winchester Magnum. And I believe that's it for right now. They're probably going to order... also, they just... And that was before... there's different printing, so you got to look at where you find your information for these. They do also have a 6.5 PRC, which PRC I believe stands for, and you can correct me in the comments, but I believe PRC is Precision Rifle Cartridge. Pretty cool round. Don't know if it's picking up a lot of steam. It almost seemed like it picked up more steam when it first came out, and you couldn't get it anywhere. People were talking about it. This particular one, this is a 6.5 Creedmoor. This barrel is 22 inches long. And on the Magnum, so the 7mm Rem Mag and the 300 Win Mag, those are going to be 24.5-inch barrels on those rifles. Honestly, for the contour that this barrel is, the rifle does feel pretty light for having that much steel behind it. But I'm sure that's also because of the fiberglass reinforced stock. Feels really good in the hand. It really, really does. Yeah, I really do like that. I realize that a lot of guys are kind of moving away from the bolt actions, but I still think that they are I think they're still relevant, to be quite honest with you. I think they're great starter rifles for people just getting into the shooting sports. Obviously, hunting rifles, they're great. Yeah, I saw that they were making a quote-unquote affordable Mauser, and I just had to pick one up. And from what I'm seeing, I do not have any buyer's remorse as of yet. So yeah, for glass, you guys tell me, what do you think I should do? Should I keep it all Yeoman, or should I put a Leopold on there, or what are you guys thinking? Anyhow, leave what you think or what you're voting for down in the comments, and we'll try to get some glass on this thing sometime. You know, when I get a little bit more money, throw some glass on it, bring it out to the range, get it to pattern for you, see what it can do. Anyhow, thanks guys for coming along for this little unboxing, and remember, loose is fast, brakes only slow you down, and shotguns have a wider spread. Be safe, have fun on the range, and don't forget to call your representatives. Tell them that you are against red flag laws, you are against gun control of any kind, because after all, the right for people to bear arms shall not be infringed. And it has nothing to do with militias, and nothing proves that or backs it up more than the Federalist Papers number 29, XXIX. Anyhow, you guys be safe, have fun on the range. We'll talk to you later.